Budapest, Hungary. 3 more first-round matches coming away in this session time now to meet our next 2 players. Would you please welcome first from England, the world number 43, with 3 titles on the Challenge Tour, a European Tour semi-finalist. It's time to meet the Madhouse, Richie Edhouse.
In the middle of our streets, our house. In the middle of our house. In the middle of our streets, our house. That you've got to in the middle of our father gets up late for work. Mother has to earn his shirt. Then she sends the kids to school. Sees them off with a small kiss. She's the one they're going to miss in lots of ways. Our house, in the middle of our street. Our house, in the middle of our. I remember when I came and everything's true when we were such a very good time, such a fine time, such a happy time. And I remember how we played, simply waste the day away. Then we'd say nothing would come between us. To dreamers. Father wears his Sunday best. Mother's tired, she needs a rest. The kids are playing up downstairs. Sister's sighing in her sleep. Mother's got to beg to keep.
Budapest, it's time to welcome a legend, the winner of 30 PDC titles, a former UK Open, Grand Slam of Darts and Premier League champion, and a 5-time champion of the world, Raymond Van Barneveld.
Rising up, back on the street. Did my time, took my chances. Went the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to survive. It's deep, eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor starts his spread in the night. And he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. Face to face, out in the heat. Hanged up, staying hungry. Let's take the ice.
Next up then, a meeting between Richie Edhouse and Raymond Van Barneveld. One player who has enjoyed such a glorious year on the Euro Tour that he is comfortably inside the qualifying spots to make a second appearance at the European Championship. His first coming in 2021, Madhouse, where he lost out to Gerwin Price in the opening round. He's set also to make his debut at the World Grand Prix next month. He has absolutely nothing to worry about in that regard. The next thing on the list for Edhouse is surely to win one of these tournaments. A 3-time Challenge Tour winner, of course. Made a semi-final on the floor in midweek. Very decent indeed. Can he record his first ever win over Raymond Van Barneveld here at the Hungarian Darts Trophy? As for Barney, who at the moment is outside of the qualifying spots for the European Championship, despite playing in every Euro Tour event this year. Only won the 6 matches. He's looking to force his way into that field, but a very tough opener against someone you just expect to see on a Saturday now, Dan Dawson.
Yeah, you do, because he's never lost in the first round on the Euro Tour this year.
60.
Now, he hasn't played all of them like Ray, but he has played every single one of them since about April. So this is, what, his 9th Euro Tour event of the year. This is number 11, so missed the first couple.
100.
But he's always won his opening game, which is bad news for Barney, because that would mean he is outside of the spots for the European Championship, although, of course, he is qualified for the last 2 of them.
140.
And yeah, you mentioned Richie Edhouse has been to the European Championship before, but there is an asterisk with that because it was 2021. That was the COVID year. We had 2 events. One here in Hungary, and then Gibraltar was the other one. And they still did it where it was purely based on the Euro Tour order of merit. So it was just from those 2 events. So yeah, he got there and he deserved to be there because that was the criteria and he did enough. But it's not the same. This would be a much more significant achievement.
Yeah, this really is a reflection of how incredibly well Richie Edhouse has played. He's playing the best darts of his life right now. And it's double 10 for Raymond Van Barneveld. But it doesn't go, so an opportunity for an early break.
Double 10. Single 16. Okay, he's got the treble, that's okay. Oh, but he's got the counting roll.
58.
And he's just realised that. See, he hadn't taken the 10 on, Richie. That's the problem. Okay, well, Raymond Van Barneveld gets the first leg. I mean, look, he didn't hit the double anyway, so perhaps it's no harm done.
Yeah, I could just hear him say there as he pointed to his head, forgot about the 10.
100.
He's playing the darts of his life, but still has to play by the same rules as everybody else.
58.
Winner of this to face the number 2 seed, Ross Smith. Ross Smith, a 2-time finalist on the European Tour this year. And in both of those finals, he wasn't very far away from winning them. They weren't the highest quality finals, which is probably even more galling for him. Lost both of those. Richie Edhouse very nearly made his first PDC ranking final midweek. Missed darts to beat Dave Chisnell.
$92.
Yeah, he's getting closer. Plenty of reason for the Edhouse Ultras to be excited.
60.
It will be his debut at the World Grand Prix, of course, Richie Edhouse.
99.
Yeah, getting to the match play in the Grand Prix. Look, he's going to have to do it all again next year, but look, any money he's making right now, even before the Grand Prix, is counting towards the match play rate. He'll just keep doing what he's doing.
81. Raymond, you require 70.
Although right now, Raymond Van Barneveld is eyeing up 70 for a break of throw. Double 8 for a 2-0 lead. Yeah, that's really nicely constructed. You could see it was a good attempt with the first dart, and the next one has just slid in perfectly alongside it.
$60.
Raymond had an interesting midweek on the Pro Tour with a couple of first-round exits. Lost 6-5 to Jim Williams despite averaging 98, and lost 6-4 to Vessel Nyman despite averaging 113.
Yeah, just not good enough, is it?
100.
Well, ultimately, no, it wasn't. Did very well there for £0 ranking money.
43.
Played pretty well at the World Series finals, of course. Swept aside Johan Engström, the sweet ferret 6-0, before losing out to Luke Littler, just overpowered by the teenager.
140.
But he's looking very good here at the moment, Raymond Van Barneveld. And Richie
100.
not really showing at the moment the level that's got him into these tournaments so comfortably this year.
100.
Oh, superb from Richie Edhouse there. 162 gets down to a finish, but Raymond's already on one. It's better than the 143 Richie will get a look at.
49. Richie, you require 143.
Got to be another 3 perfect darts. The streak's not going to continue.
60. Raymond, you require 52.
The 2 at double 16 for Raymond Van Barneveld. Only needs the 1. And he's halfway to victory. Would be just his 7th match win on the Euro Tour this year.
Yeah, I still haven't figured out how much money is going to be enough money on the European Tour Order of Merit. But because Raymond is an automatic qualifier for these and the Pro Tour list coming in at round 1, hasn't had to play a qualifier.
58.
The first round losers money doesn't go on his ranking if he loses, and because he's lost quite a lot of first round games, that's sort of dead money. Yes, it goes in his pocket, it does not go in his ranking.
19.
But what it does mean, when you do win a first round game, it's a big jump. So the difference for Raymond at the minute, he's on 14 grand.
96.
It's a £2,500 jump, and that would take him above Veenstra, Dolan, Gilding, maybe Michael Smith as well, into the qualifying spots and putting bodies between him and the drop zone.
140.
But there are the likes of Nathan Aspinall, who's won, Dimitri Vandenberg is yet to play tonight, who are right there with him in that chasing pack. There can be a lot of movement over this weekend and the 2 weekends to follow in Switzerland and Prague. Edhouse has already got more than 31 grand. He's looking good. He's looking fine.
58. $94. Richie required 126.
Can't find the treble, so Raymond Van Barneveld
86.
can make it a double break.
160.
Ooh, another. It's the wrong side of the wire.
$90. Richie, you require
So to get a leg on a board, just to hold a throw. 10.
30.
And Raymond's already taken out this 70. Took it out expertly a couple of legs ago for a break. If he repeats the trick, Edhouse is in all sorts of bother.
Double 16, not
54.
found. And Richie Edhouse has missed
10.
all 4 darts at double in this match. Make that 5.
5.
Make that 7 darts
Raymond, you
missed at
require
double in this
16.
one.
Just alongside it. The other side, obviously.
No score.
Well, he didn't shift along the oche because he thought
Richie,
he could find it.
5.
Only he knows what the view was like from his angle, but it did look like he might benefit from moving. Richie Edhouse isn't moving because he's just snuck it in the corner, and the sarcastic raise of the arms. There's still only 1 break in this. Granted, with Barney having won the bull, Edhouse needs to find a break anyway. But it's not as dramatic 3-0 with 1 break as 3-0 with a double break. And he's got it back to 3-1. Maybe there is a way into this game for Richie Edhouse, but not if he continues to average 79.
Yeah, there's not been a great deal in the scoring phase from Richie Edhouse in this
60.
match, but only 1 from 9 on the outer ring in the 2 legs that he has had darts at double.
121.
Yeah, I mean, he did get a dart at double in one of those legs. He threw it the wrong double. So it will go down as a missed dart at double, but even if he'd hit, it would have been the wrong thing.
Maybe it was just a really wayward dart.
89.
Possibility, I suppose, for which is a more embarrassing option.
96. Raymond, you require 60.
Constantly Jason here. Raymond Van Barneveld, double top for 4-1.
Game show the fifth flag, Raymond Van Barneveld.
Nice, comfortable, clean leg of darts for Raymond Van Barneveld. 14 darter on throw.
Yeah, he's just looked that little bit better in every department so far, Barney, hasn't he? These two, this is their second meeting. But that's better from Richie Edhouse, the first maximum of this contest. Yes, it is only on throw.
140.
But signs of life for Madhouse in this match.
91.
I said their only other meeting. Taken all the way, Barney coming through 6-5, but that was in 2022. That was when Richie Edhouse was a completely different player.
He was qualified for this event, actually.
96.
Barney got to it, got a walkover in the first round, and then lost out to Jose de Souza. Double 9. This time he is right to go for it. Okay.
92.
Well, if you're going to miss, that's not a bad place to miss.
16.
But missing does allow Barney this chance. Oh, yeah, it was a chance.
42. Would you require 4?
And fortuitously, he's left himself this. Double 1.
Oh,
Richie in the Madhouse. He has managed to win 2 legs in this game. 1 on double 2, 1 on double 1. You are going to have to score like a demon to be winning your legs like that. Either that or have some very funky setup.
140. 140.
For a star-studded night, we haven't really had anybody grab this evening's session by the scruff of the neck and say, I'm going to light up the MVM Dome. There's been some good performances. Jim Williams was good. Gabriel Clemens was good.
100.
But nobody's been great. And even if Raymond Van Barneveld carries on in this fashion, you wouldn't say it's a great display. There are candidates. Dimitri versus Gilding, Michael Smith-Clayton.
140.
This game could yet improve in terms of the standard. And it could get quite dramatic.
94.
Going to need to improve for Richie Edhouse, starting maybe with this. Not going to. How handily can he leave it?
89. Raymond requires 76.
Double 8. 4. 5-2 Barney and a reaction there. Does he feel that that's got it in the back? Did sort of feel over the last 2 or 3 legs that Edhouse was dragging him. He was as good as Raymond.
79.
Following 4 legs on the spin here. That might be tricky.
100.
Not lost his opening game on the European Tour all year, Richie Edhouse.
100.
That streak come to an end.
100.
Does Barney's in the provisional spots for the European Championship? Look, I've been as critical as anybody about Barney on the European Tour over the years. He did make it last year, but that was the first time he qualified for the European Championship since 2015. An 8-year wait, largely because he, well, I mean, there was a brief period he was retired, but prior to that, he just didn't turn up and play the Euro Tour. Didn't want to. When he didn't come through the qualifiers. He wasn't that interested. But he's the second coming of Barney. He has been interested, willing to do the graft, and the rewards are there. Trips to Dortmund to play in front of 7,000 fans. A win here is a big step towards that.
And he's taken a big step towards that win with that visit if Richie Edhouse can't take care of this 117, which he may well do now.
92.
Just outside. Is that going to be his last visit of this match?
Do not get it as a shot. May not matter. Because Barney's going double-double. Finished on double 18. Match dart missed by Raymond Van Barneveld. And now Richie, not only did he only get a dart at the ball with his weird 117 attempt, now he has to tidy this up, which he has done. 17 darter.
On flag, Raymond to throw first. $140. $55.
But has it just delayed the inevitable in this one? The majority of legs in this match. It's felt like Richie's been scrambling to try and keep himself in it. It's just not happened for him.
96.
Does manage to find a big treble there, but he's still some way behind.
Legs with darts at double. 7 out of the 8 to Barney. 3 for Richie Edhouse. Unless you count the one where he threw it the wrong double, which it would have been impossible to win. The right player is winning this match, but that doesn't mean that he's going to go on and win it. Because if Edhouse could clear 350 points in 2 visits, and he's more than halfway there, this game could turn. No, too big an ask.
And there've already been some decent mid-range finishes from Barney in this match. Can he add the 80? 2 darts at double 10 to wrap this one up. And he manages to get it done with his second match start. Raymond Van Barneveld, for just the 7th time in 2024, is through to round 2 on the European Tour, getting the better of Richie Edhouse.